Your voice is the greatest obstacle to your power. Most people talk themselves out of being loved because they rely on the logic of words. Logic is the enemy of desire. Desire is a primal, irrational beast that lives in the basement of the human brain. It does not respond to your resume. It does not care about your jokes. It does not listen to your compliments. It only responds to signals. These signals are ancient. They are silent. They are devastatingly effective. If you understand the mechanics of the unspoken, you can walk into a room and own the heartbeat of everyone in it. You can make a stranger feel an overwhelming sense of destiny just by how you shift your weight. But there is a price. Once you learn how to trigger these biological responses, you cannot turn them off. You will see the world as a series of vulnerabilities. There is one specific micro-movement of the eyelids that forces the human brain to release oxytocin involuntarily. It is a biological hijack. If you perform it correctly, the person looking at you will feel an immediate, terrifyingly deep connection. If you do it wrong, you will look like a predator. I will show you the exact timing of this movement before we reach the end of this discussion. For now, you must accept that your current way of communicating is a failure of noise. The human eyes are not just cameras, they are projectors. Most people use them to look for information. They scan the room, they check their phones, they look at the floor when they are nervous. This signals a lack of internal territory. When you enter a space, your eyes must be heavy, not tired, heavy, like they are weighted by a secret only you know. This is the foundation of the mysterious aura. People are naturally drawn to the unknown. When you speak, you reveal your boundaries. When you stay silent, your boundaries become infinite. You must master the art of the ocular lock. This is not a stare. A stare is aggressive.
A stare is a challenge. The ocular lock is an invitation into a void. Look at the person, not at their eyes, but through them. Target the space exactly 1 inch behind their pupils. This creates a physical sensation of being seen that most people have never experienced. It feels like a soul-level intrusion. It triggers a mild fight or flight response. The brain, confused by this sudden intensity, often misinterprets this physiological arousal as romantic spark. It is a trick of the nervous system. You are not being nice, you are being present. In a world of digital distractions, absolute presence is a predatory act of intimacy. Most people ignore the space around their bodies. They think their influence ends at their skin. They are wrong. You have a psychological perimeter. This is your aura. It is not a mystical energy. It is the atmospheric pressure you create through your posture and your stillness.
The most attractive person in any room is usually the one moving the least. Kinetic energy is expensive. High-status individuals do not waste it. They do not fidget. They do not adjust their clothes. They do not nod their heads like a toy to show they are listening. They are statue. When you are still, you force the other person to move. You become the gravity. They begin to lean toward you. They begin to mirror you. This is the vacuum effect. By doing nothing, you create a psychological hole that the other person feels a desperate need to fill with their own attention. If you had the power to make someone's heart race just by standing 3 feet away from them, would you use it? Tell me in the comments if you believe this kind of control is ethical or if it is a form of emotional theft. I want to know where you draw the line between charm and manipulation. We must discuss a controversial truth that mainstream dating coaches will never tell you. They tell you to be approachable. They tell you to smile. They tell you to be kind. This is a recipe for being forgotten. True, visceral attraction requires a hint of perceived danger. This is not about being a threat. It is about being a mystery that might have a sharp edge. Humans are biologically programmed to be fascinated by things that could potentially harm them or heal them. If you are only nice, you are safe. Safe is boring. Safe is a friend. If you want to be a flame that moths die for, you must project a shadow aura. This is done through the delayed smile. When you meet someone's gaze, do not smile immediately. That is a submissive reflex. Instead, look at them. Maintain that heavy, silent gaze for 2 full seconds. Let them wonder if you like them or if you are judging them. Then, and only then,
Let a slow, slight smile break across your face.
This makes the smile a reward. You have just forced their brain to work for your approval. You have moved from being an option to being a pride. Most people ignore this, but the moment you stop seeking approval, you begin to receive it in abundance. This is where the mainstream narrative falls apart. They want you to give. I am telling you to withhold. The sense of scent is the only sense with a direct line to the limbic system, the part of the brain that handles memory and emotion. It bypasses the logical mind entirely. Your silent scent is not just about perfume or cologne. It is about the cytology of proximity. When you are close enough for someone to catch your scent, but you are not touching them, you are creating a sensory tease. This is the Hitchcockian tension of the soul. It is the ticking bomb under the table. They know something is happening, but they cannot point to it. You must master the 3-foot radius. Never enter it unless you are invited. But once you are there, do not leave quickly. Create a lingering presence. If you move slowly, the air around you seems to move slowly. This creates a hypnotic effect. The person you are with will begin to feel as though time is slowing down. This is how you create a core memory without saying a single word. You are anchoring your physical presence to their internal sense of peace and excitement. There is a personal prediction I must share with you. In the next 10 years, as artificial intelligence and digital screens consume our social interactions, the value of raw, physical charisma will skyrocket. We are losing the ability to read the unspoken. We are becoming blind to the language of the body. If you master these techniques now, you will be a god in a world of ghosts. You will possess a primal language that others have forgotten. This brings us to the most dangerous part of the eye, the pupillary expansion. When humans are attracted to something, their pupils dilate. You can actually force this to happen in others by slightly squinting your own eyes, which mimics the look of someone in a state of high arousal. This triggers the mirror neuron system in the other person. Their brain sees your aroused eyes and assumes they must be the cause of it. Their own pupils will dilate in response. You have just created a feedback loop of biological attraction without a single syllable being spoken. It is a silent conversation between two nervous systems, happening entirely beneath the level of conscious thought. The Zeigarnik Effect states that the human brain hates an unfinished task. It obsesses over the open loop. This is why a mystery is more attractive than a tragedy. A tragedy is finished. A mystery is a promise. To make someone fall in love with you, you must be an unfinished sentence. You must be the book they cannot put down because the last page is missing. This is achieved through intermittent withdrawal. Just when the tension is at its highest, you must pull back. Not because you are playing a game, but because you are the master of your own space. Most people lean in when they want someone. You must lean back. You must be the one who ends the gaze. You must be the one who leaves the room first. This leaves them with a cognitive itch that only your presence can scratch. They will spend the hours you are apart trying to solve you. They will play back the silence in their heads. They will wonder what you were thinking during those heavy pauses. Love is not built in the moments you are together. It is built in the moments they are alone, thinking about you. If you have the courage to inhabit your own silence, you will find that people will do anything to hear you speak. They will crave your attention like a drug because you have made it a rare commodity. This is not about being cold. It is about being deep. A shallow pond is clear and easy to walk through. A deep well is dark, mysterious, and draws you to the edge to see what lies at the bottom. Be the well. Subscribe to this way of thinking and share your most successful silent trick in the comments below. Join the elite. The truth is that attraction is not a choice people make. It is a reaction to a stimulus. If you provide the right stimulus, you get the result. Every single time. It all comes back to the fundamental realization that your voice is the greatest obstacle to your power.